Okay, thank you for coming back. Today, I'm going to give you guys a video on Apple's 2021 spring event or their keynote recap. So basically, Apple finally gave us a spring event, and that was on actually April the 20th. So if you didn't hear about the spring event, it was because it was supposed to be in March. Then Apple didn't, there was a bunch of leaks and rumors. And then Apple pushed it over to April. So now, basically, they finally gave us our spring event. If you didn't see my last video, go ahead and make sure you click up here and you can see it. Or check out my playlist or check out my channel and you can see my preview on it. What I'm going to give you today is actually what Apple truly announced at their spring event. Before I get into the video, if you like it, give it a thumbs up because YouTube likes that when you hit that little thumb icon on the bottom. All right, so this one was a pretty good event for a spring event, and Apple did cover a lot of the rumors that we had known about, but they did cover some things that we didn't hear about before. So pretty much Tim Cook came out. He didn't really explain too much about iOS 14.5, which we did get the release candidate the same day of the keynote, which means that in about a week, we should have the public version of iOS 14.5, watchOS 7.4, tvOS 14.5, iPadOS 14.5, and all those things. So he pretty much covered that. Then he went into this thing about the Apple Card, because of course, Apple's pushing the Apple credit card. They want you guys to use that. Well, now they're going to include family sharing. So basically the same way you can family share your subscriptions, you can family share your apps and books and all those things, you can now family share your Apple Card. So Apple Card becomes more like a credit card. You can have a secondary person on there, you can help someone build their credit, and so forth. So the Apple Card is something that he touched on a lot. Well, then they went straight into the rumored AirTags. And these, I tell you, are fantastic. Now, it had the same shape, same everything, same color that the rumors had said. There's also accessories that are with them, and they put the price point at $29 for a single one or $100 for four. Which you think about it though, it's $60, so it's $120, so you're saving about $20 on 4 AirTags, which is a good deal because you can get 8 for $200, so you're saving 40 bucks. So AirTags is definitely something that we're going to pre-order on Friday, which would be the 23rd. You'll get them on the 30th of April. Now, they went ahead and they touched into the iMacs. Now, not the MacBook Pros and the MacBooks that they did last time. Now they went to the iMacs because remember, Apple created their own silicone chip, the M1 chip. Well, of course, the iMacs are getting the same M1 chip. Not only that, but they're going to be thinner and they're going to have new colors. So that's something new with the iMac. So if you're interested in a desktop computer for the iMac, that is the one to get. And that doesn't even get here till about mid-May. Okay, after they covered those items, we knew the iPad Pro was going to get an update this year, but surprisingly, they did not touch on an Apple Pencil 3. So that tells us that either an Apple Pencil 3 is later on, or the Apple Pencil 2 will get some little minor updates here and there. Now, the new iPads, of course, the most significant update for them is they're also getting the M1 chip. But then they're also getting a better camera system and they're getting a better display, more of a liquid retina display. So the M1 chip alone, if you notice, is going from the MacBook Pro to the iMac and now the iPad. What does that tell you? The Apple Watch is next and the iPhone. So the iPhone 13, the Apple Watch Series 7 will probably get an M1 chip, which means the rumored AirPods, Pro 3 maybe gets an M1 chip as well. So basically this M1 chip is going to follow its way through. So if you're looking for a good fast iPhone for this year, probably the iPhone, the Apple Watch will get an M1 chip this year. Now, after covering all those items there, Apple didn't really touch on any other surprise products or the next thing or anything like that. They basically covered these little products that they had updated before, prior in 2020, that they pretty much revamped this year. And they're pretty much setting us up for iOS 15 because iOS 15 will be announced in WWDC, the Worldwide Developer Conference, in June. And pretty much these new products are sort of like a stepping stone into iOS 15. So I liked the keynote. It was only an hour long. They really went boom, 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 quickly through everything else. And so the only significant thing I can see is if you don't have an iPad or you have a current iPad Air or something that's fairly new, the iPad Pro, whether it be the 11-inch or the 12.9, is definitely going to be a good upgrade. The AirTags are something you'll probably want to invest in for sure, because having something to be able to track your items is going to be extremely important. As far as Macs, really depends on your computer situation. The Apple Card, if you don't have one, get one. It's going to have a lot of improvements. Beyond that, there really wasn't anything, fantastic or significant. They really touched on a lot of these little things here and there, and they didn't give us that many clues or pointers into WWDC or into what's going to come out in September or later on. So that was pretty much the recap of Apple's spring event. It was good. It gave us a lot of neat stuff. If you want AirTags, you can pre-order them this Friday. If you want to get the other stuff, you can pre-order them on the 30th. Most of the items will come in either April 30th or in mid-May. And then we'll see, because June is going to be the kicker for iOS 15. Okay, so if you like that, if you learned a lot, and now you know what to expect, give the video a thumbs up. And I hope to see you guys with more videos, and I'll come back here, show you guys some more stuff. And then when June hits, we'll cover WWDC, and we'll see what Apple's got in store for us for iOS 15 and beyond.